I just wanted to highlight Mathis Engineering, where they're an architectural and engineering firm using a lot of CAD diagrams, pretty large files, and they're collaborating on these massive engineering projects. And it was a big challenge for them to provide access out in the field and at these remote offices to these users. It's a lot of data to synchronize and keep in sync. And so caching technology, super important for customers like this. And in general, and in this world of architecture and engineering where customers are using CAD diagrams, another thing that becomes really important is global file locking.
Right.
Yeah, maybe you can say a few words about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we talk about hybrid work, right? I guess a mix of caching servers and desktops in the same kind of universe of file sharing, collaboration, um, and um, distributed file locking is a key component of that, right? You need to prevent users from editing same file at the same time, prevent conflicts. We offer distributed file locking. It works on both file servers and desktops. You can mix the two. It even enables offline work. You can lock files before you go on the road, go on a flight, keep it locked, release it when you're done with it.
Along those last two things you mentioned, I just want to highlight because it sounds those two things I think are different than a lot of the other distributed or global file locking solutions out there. This ability to do file locking on individual desktops, right, and to support this offline work mode when you're not connected to the network.
Correct. Yes, that's quite unique.
And
And it's the other thing that is unique, and this is touching very back on what Kost mentioned earlier, its performance, right? So file locking, propagation, file locking synchronization typically takes a long time. It doesn't happen with Resilio. File logs are distributed quickly among participants. And again, it's about productivity, improving productivity.
cost, there like we talked about, there are other solutions out there that provide some kind of caching functionality or some kind of global file locking capability. What is it about Resilio's Active Everywhere implementation that makes it different or better?
Yeah, it's a good question. So basically, I want to reiterate that we are not a storage, right? So we don't require you to upgrade the storage, to migrate, to invest in something new, hardware, no need for that, right? So we are services. So you want to get effective the workflow for your distributed workforce, you install Resilio, you get the services that you need. And pretty much you can have it up and running in terms of hours, not weeks.
Hmm.
Right. And it's very effective. This is kind of the beauty of having open formats and support the open formats. I want to reiterate that this applies for your storage, whether it is file storage or object storage on premise and in the cloud. It can be buckets, so we can work with the buckets and present it as the files and kind of any storage that you have, pretty much. So second is all about the speed. So Resilio was founded on the idea of the speed and speed. When we talk about the speed, it's not additional infrastructure. It's max out what you have. And in most cases, people or companies, they have enough infrastructure to support workflow that they want. When we talk about that, it's hundreds of millions files, small files, big files. So pretty much no limit on anything. Whatever you put at Resilio, we will be able to effectively handle that.